A very good morning, children. In today's class, I will be doing your English 2, that is your grammar lesson, verbs the future tense. Well, if you see, we have studied your verbs the present tense, verbs the past tense. So, what is your verbs the future tense? A slight recap. Uh, there are three tenses: past tense, present tense, future tense. Past tense is something that would have already taken place. Present tense is something that is taking place. Whereas the future tense will something which will take place. So three tenses. So we studied your past tense, present tense, and its forms also. So in today's class, your verbs the future tense. So what do you understand by this verbs the future tense, children? Nothing but the action that is going to take place in the future. Okay, and if you see, I told all your tenses, that is your verbs the past tense, verbs the present tense, had four forms. Similarly, your verbs the future tense also have four forms. However, only two is mentioned in your workbook. So we're just going to look only those two. Okay. So first one, simple future tense. Just like your simple present tense, simple past tense, your simple future tense talks about an action that is going to take place in the future. Okay, and it is formed by adding will and shall to the verb. It is also formed by adding going to the verb. Okay, very simple. Any action that is going to take place in the future is called your simple future tense. And how is it formed? It is formed by adding will and shall to the verb. It is also formed by adding going to the verb. I hope you understood what is simple future tense. Okay. I have already sent your workbook exercises, classwork notes. Make sure you take down that. Okay. Well, the next form of your future tense is the future continuous tense. If you remember, I taught you your present continuous tense, past continuous tense. So just like that, future continuous tense. Continuous means action that is going to take place in the future. Okay, for example, your past continuous tense, any action that was going to take that was taking place in the past and it was continuing, and it is formed by was and verb plus ing form. Whereas your present continuous tense, any action that's taking place in the present and it is continuing, yes, and it is formed by am is are plus ing form. Similarly, your future continuous tense talks about action that will be going on in future at a certain time. Okay, it is formed by adding will be to ing forms of the verb. So just like a was and verb plus ing, am is are plus ing, here it is will be plus ing form. So future continuous tense, I repeat, talks about action that will be going on in future at a certain time. It is formed by adding will be to ing forms of the verb. Okay, like I told you, I've sent your workbook exercise, I've sent your classworks. Make sure you complete it, and I've explained your verbs the future tense. So there's only two forms, very simple: simple future tense, future continuous tense. I repeat, simple future tense, any action that is going to take place in the future. It is formed by adding will and shall to the verb. It is also formed by adding going to the verb. Whereas your future continuous tense talks about an action that will be going on in future at a certain time. It is formed by adding will be to the ing form of the verb. Yes, children? Okay. With this, I finish your verbs the future tense explanation. Okay. So the homework is your workbook exercise on page number 61. That is the homework. Let's write. Using the hints given, write a short paragraph on my best friend. So this is going to be your homework, children. Who is your best friend? Do you go to the same school? Where does he or she live? Which class is he or she in? What are the things that you do together? Is she is he or she good at studies? What do you like in her or him? What are his or her hobbies? What does he or she want to become when he or she grows up? Ambition. So this is going to be your homework on page number 61. So all the other mails I have sent, this will be your homework. Please complete it. Okay. Well, children, um, in the next class I will be doing your lesson more about verbs. So I hope you understood your verbs, the future tense. Well then, thank you so much, children, and have a nice day.